Special online. Ranked match. Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on. Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. A clutch drive move here can close out this round for either fighter. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Who's going on the offensive? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Going in? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Sandblast. Knockdown and charges forward. On Super Art, Shippuden KO. How's that? Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Come on. Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. There's a corner switch. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Box him with a target combo. Grabs him. Takes a trip. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive goes for the super art. Opts for the level 1 Vulcan block. That's a counter. KO! Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Going on the offensive? Who's going to start things off? Player 1 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side kick. Good awareness on the crosser. Blocks it well. Shoryuken? Going in? Just goes for it at this range. Can they use a super art? Shippuden right doing the business. That combo finishes it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Versus. Practice. Arcade. comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Starts with a jump in. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. What's the play here? Tries to bait him with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump-in is denied. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Holds out with the block. All right, what's coming up next? KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Drive rush to keep it going. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Break those shins. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. The low heavy's blocked. Going in. Pokes with a medium kick. They're going for the super art. Time to reassess the situation. Out of range. Relatively safe. Gets scooped from down low. Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown and attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Both fighters planning something? This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Hits him with his free flow. Escape to the corner. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. In attack range, what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Sets up with the jump-in. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Looking for a knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Neither fighter is showing any signs of back. The low. Oh, here we go. Yo, Rock, super hit. This might be a pivotal super art. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Somehow, ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Player 2 sets up with the jump in. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. A jump in with the luminous. Closes it out. Player 1 really has to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Gets scooped from down low. Jumps. Throws him. What's next? Was well in range to score the throw. Goes for the low kick. Throws him down. Trips him up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Player 2 chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Medium kick hits. Anything could happen here. The pressure is so KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Got their eye on the air. Who's going to start things off? Big counter. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Looking for a chance. Shoots off a fireball up close. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Jump? Big throws. Going in. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Uses the target combo as a filler. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. This is the time to use Fireball. Just going on the offensive? Just goes for it at this range. Excellent read. And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the... Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! My world! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Opens with a jump in? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Grabs and throws them away. Low heavy. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Attempts to break the stalemate with a knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Got a change of plans. Player blocks the low kick. Expects, ooh, what a smart throw. What now? The low. They're back into the corner now. Quick medium poke. Oh, the throw connects. Amazing. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Jump? What's next? Shakes things up with a fireball. Low heavy, but no go. Medium kick into. Back into the corner. What set up? Whoa! Critical art now? Medium kick. Either fighter can use drive now. A jump in? Connects with the throw. Both stop low heavy. What will be the follow-up here? Answers with a fireball. Risky medium kick. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that runback match. Quick dashing. Smart play with the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Grabs him. All right. Blocks the jump in. No good up high. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Knockdown. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. Big, low, reaching heavy. Taking stock. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Shoots off a fireball, charges forward. Takes a trip. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. They've got to pull the trigger on their drive. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Opts to create space to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Steals back a chance. Gets the jump in. Connects with medium kick. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. What'll happen here? Just goes for it at this range. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. In, you, rip-off! Player 2 has the deck stacked to get knocked down. Here comes the mix-up. In there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
round. Great match. Great match. Special match versus Practice Arcade. Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on. Bring the heat.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Goes for the fireball. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Jumps in, KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps up. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Throws a fireball. A parry? Jump? Sets up with the jump in. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Jumps in. Rolling Sova. Good job escaping. Just goes for it at this range. Raw super art incoming. All the throw connects. Grounds him from above. Looking for a hold. Shoryu. Both sides getting ready. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Oh, here it drops him hard. A jump? Here comes knockdown. Here comes the victim. Taps him on the toe. Maximum strike. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What's the play here? Impacts a no-go. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn this around in their favor. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. In a dire situation, they can't afford any... Oh! Wraps it up with the drive impact. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Player 2 chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Risky up-close scrap still going. Hits them with a stop and bop. What'll happen here? Goes for the jump in. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Super art on deck for both fighters. Uses the gauge for a super art. Oh, is this it? Or are they still in this? What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
Starts things off with a jump in? Misses the grab. From low heavy to player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big run yet. Which fighter will control the uses the gauge for the super? They're not playing around here. Look at the damage. Low heavy, amazing. Jumps. What are they gonna do? Drops them from above. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 drops them. What's next? A jump in? We just saw the heist of the century. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps? Throws him. What's next? Steps in for the throw. The low heavy hit. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. Takes a trip. The overhead breaks the rhythm and shakes things up. Which one of these fighters, were they baiting them into that? Knockdown and impact finish. It was more than enough. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Sunrise Festive. They've got to nail the inputs to keep this up. Player 1, a super art? They're going for the super art? Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? You've got to be mindful. Drops them from the air. Player 2 can't let this simmer. Oh, snipe! Brings down the waning moon on him. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in? This is it. Who's gonna take it all? This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 is in a very good, solid anti-air. What now? Throws him. Throws range projectile. Dangerous range here. The low. Okay, here nothing stops this train. Looking to follow up after that target combo. What's next? They push their way out of the corner. Finds the target. Maximum strike. Putting it all on the line. Super out of nowhere. The big brain of the competitor is unreal. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Versus Online. Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Goes for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Knockdown. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Experiencing burnout. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. They break things off to take a quick breather. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Grabs and throws them away. Zones with the fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be. This can lead to some big damage. Got the low. Amazing. Tensions are running high. Oh, yo, Rock, over here. What were they thinking? Reads the jump in perfectly. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Looking for a hold. Both sides. What a finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Open, but knocked them out of the air. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Player 2 with the lead crowns them from above. All the throw connects. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Dangerous range here. Sets up with the jump in. Throws them. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. A real test of nerves here. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? They are not getting close to each other. The reactions on display. Changes the pace with the fireball. Jump crowns them from above. Do they have and whiffs? They're wide open. It is over. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The jump in, that throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. You get a lot more out of a counter throw than a normal one. Player 1 has the life advantage. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Blocks the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. Bops them with a target combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Reads them. A little too greedy there. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Burnout activates. Target with a big play does it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? They both have full drive gauges to work with. What'll happen here? Connects with medium kick. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Player 1, ooh, what a smart throw. Super art. The super doesn't hit. Super clutch corner swing. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 2 sets up with the jump in. What's next? Oh, yo, Rock super hit. Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a comeback. Noticeable life lead is a compare. Oh. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open reads the jump in perfectly. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Hugs nothing but air. Goes to the air. Okay, here we anti-air in the clutch. Clutch, anti-air. Player 2, nothing stops this train. Reach out and hug him. Sends the meter. What now? This could lead to some big damage. Oh man, this is a scary ring. Close! I can't believe it. Are they trying to bait each other into making a mistake? Loss of distance here. Who's baiting who? They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. They both decide to even get them in the air. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game.
I need to get this game.
Special online race match. Special online race match. Special match. Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round 1. Online race match. Best versus Team Battle. Team Battle.
Time to select a stage. It's time to select the fighter.
I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. Practice makes perfect, that I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, I know that I'm back again. Back on my feet after I fell down. Always ready for a fight, never back down. At this point, I'm fighting for pride, I'm fighting for life. Reputation on the line, so I'm fighting for mine. You ain't gotta really like me, but you must respect me. I'm saying,
DJ
if they ever try to take it,
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
My pleasure.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Finds the time to squeeze in above. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Let's off a projectile to waste time. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Throws them to negate the block. Swoops in with a dodge. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown and a super art. taking him up with to come from the brink like that. What a comeback. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Cuts in with the drive-in. Going on the offensive? Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who charges forward? Crowns them from above. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their vicious flatlines on. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Buffalo rushes in with the cross. Oh, yo! Rock really says welcome to the club. Player 1 with slick drive gauge control. Is this in the bag? Big gauge speed cleared for landing. Player 2 gets raw super hard incoming. What were they thinking? Ooh, what a smart blow. What is it just like Big Papa? A jump? Sets up with the jump in. Crowns him from above. Tomahawk Buster to shut him down. Either but they are done.
Jeez, that close.
Round 1. Fight.
The first round begins. This can lead to some big damage. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireman. Reads them. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. All right. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Will this super art connect? Decides to buff up while they can. Side switch with the back throw. Looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Taking stock. One combo can end this round right now. Looking for a chance. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Buffs up. Full stock on the Condor win. Gotta watch for a sudden surge. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation. Just goes for it at this range. Freezing hot. What'll happen here? Can they keep on him? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. The path to a win looks very tough here. And I don't know if KO.
That's right!
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Decides to go in with the target combo. Responds to the jump with one of their own to drop him. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Checks him with the projectile. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Going on the offensive? Player 1 can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Flawless round. They got him so quick.
Do better next time.
Round 1. Fight.
Will we see our fighters feel each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Gets a chance with that jump. Goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. They piled up the goes for the super art. Going wild with Shout of Earth. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Throw connects and does big damage. Knockdown and Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 leaps fades out the low kick. This can lead to some big damage. All the throw connects. Gets the corner switch. It might be some time for payback. David just goes for it at this range. Gets some big game on the wild hunt. Amazing! Tatsumaki rushes in. Both shot a fireball at that range.
Ken
Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Best Online Training Match. comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Player one chases them down. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Had the radar up and running. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? KO! Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Holds out with the block. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Both fighters planning something? Player one is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Hits them with a stop and pop. Knockdown and their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive move. They're going for the super hard KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Burnout is triggered. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Getting into KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Attempts to break this, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Going on the offensive, knockdown, and not much life left. With their perfect KO, they were in full control there. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Great match. Comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this. Come on.
This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player two chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Had the radar up and running. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Hanging on for dear life. That last attack took some courage. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Still slugging it out at this range. Does a good job of pushing back. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Zones with the fireball. Knockdown and delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Big opportunity comes from above. Goes for the Shin Hashogen. Goes to the air. Solid anti-air. Oh, yo! Right, super hit. Excellent read. Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still with a fireball at that range. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with the anti-air and then what? The last round. It's now or never. Dashes forward. Knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Taking chunks out of each other here. Nice fireball. Reads the jumping perfectly. What now? A jump in sets up with the jump in. Jump. Oh, here we go. A real test of nerves here. I called it. Excellent read. Ugh, it dropped some hard. They were waiting for it. Answers with a fireball. Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jump! Gets them with the anti-air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Avoids getting cornered. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Shoots off a fireball up close. Next hit will end the round. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Who's going to start things off? Jumps? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Does a good job escaping the corner. Gotta be careful not to whip at charges forward. A quick breather. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Shifu doing the business. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it over. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Trips him up. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Takes a trip. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Neither of them willing to back off. Heading baits out the attack and gets the punch KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoryuken? Long low attack hits. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Still scrapping for control, charges forward. Both fighters planning something, going on the offensive? Big opportunity now in this corner. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Are we going to see a comeback here? Just goes for it at this range. Didn't hesitate, going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Come on.
Prepare.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Well-timed command throw there. Still slugging it out here. The combo's there. Decent damage. What's next? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Taking stock. Each hit is so a super art. That's not gonna hit. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
It crowns them from above. Player two chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Shoryuken charges forward. Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is hits them with a stopping block. Big time whip! Their will to win is... Were they baiting them into that? Hugs nothing but air! What'll happen here? Going on the offensive? Wrecks them! That was the highest I've ever seen. This is the final round. Expect to see some
A
fireworks.
wonderful battle.
Final round. Fight.
Decide not to rush in without a plan. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Charges forward. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. To the face. Drive him back misses. Close range protection throws that off. Big time hit. Both sides getting ready. Taking, does them dirty. Jumps. What a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Puts one in the pocket.
Let's go. Take that.
Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. All right, what's coming up next? We're in the final moments of the round. Both fighters are playing around with a full drive gauge, finishes with the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jumping. Are we going to see some fireworks here? From up above, hits them with a stopping bomb. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. Time to reassess the situation? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Shoryuken? Jump? Smart play with the throw. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Life lead is there, but still crowns them from above. Oh man, this is a scary range. Both sides crashes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Sit down and shut up!
That was the highest if I've ever seen. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. We are about to see a mirror match go down where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Takes a trip. From up above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Got their eye on the air. Big counter. Knockdown and still scrapping KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Checks with a medium kick. Drive gauge gap here. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, could be the start of something. Uses the target combo as a filler. Quick dashing. What'll have smart play to stop the opponent. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? The low kick hits. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Burnout activates. Crowns them from above. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Jump! Goes for the fireball, which is very distant, leads to some big damage. Oh man, this is a scary range. Player 2 connects with the throw. Sets up with the jump in. Throws him. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Gets the perfect fireball. Drops them. Puts Ricky to the face. Close range projectile. Ooh, what a smart throw. Ugh, take a seat. They back down to regroup. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Oh, come on, kid. Why would you use the super? It is over. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. This is gonna hurt. Throws a fireball. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there and go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Still slugging it out here. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Uses the target combo as a filler. Breaks the block with a throw. Hits them with a stop and pop. Sure you can. Knockdown and their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? A quick breather. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Just goes for it at this range. Oh, snipe! And Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. Some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with the fire! medium kick hits. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Dangerous range here. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Fires without warning. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Quick dash. Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Player 1 and whiffs. They're wide open. The drive impact doesn't work. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh, yo! Rock super hit! That's medium kick! Player 2 survived that tense mirror match.
comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. Nails the anti-air. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Can't tech the throw? Knockdown. Projectile to try and change the situation. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Both fighters planning something? KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 2 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Jumps up, quick breather. Okay, creating some space here. Out of range, relatively safe. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Shuts that down with a parry. Jump, solid anti-air. The super doesn't hit. Are we gonna see a super art to show off what our PhD and fighters can do for you? So little life flatline game. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a fireball. Throws a fireball. Jumps up. On Gensatsu. Both fighters look to set things up as in with the cross-up. Excellent jumping. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Oh, they changed sides. Gets out of the corner. Poetry in motion. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Lays down a Sai Hasho. Loads up above. Dragon Lash. Okay, here we go. Crowns him from above. Grabs him. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Absolutely relentless. Sets up with the jump in. Who's gonna take? Here comes the boom. Oh, they saw that. Oh, it's enough. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Close range projectile. This is gonna hurt. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Did well to get the buff in there. Okay, creating some space here. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Takes a trip. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Got their eye on the air. Gets the jump in. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Turns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan. Connects with medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Gets a risky buff in. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Knockdown and player 2 crowns them from above. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Keeps them out. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for it. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick. Checks them with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Puts one in the pocket. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. All right. predicts the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Life lead opens up. All right, what's in there? Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. The jump in is denied. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Nails the anti-air. Jumps. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Player 2, the low. Close range projectile. More fuel to the fire. Hook them up. Absolute hits them with a quick low kick. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Fighter